Hello, welcome. My name is Crispin Obudo, and I'm gonna be speaking to you about the opportunity for gold mining in Migori, that is the southwestern part of Kenya. We went to Kenya, the four of us, that is Mr. Andrew Lindsay, myself, Ben Olunya, who is also a lawyer in Kenya, and Julius Opiyo, and Amar Malik, who is he's been doing mining across Africa for various organizations. And the visit was for 2 days, just on a fact-finding mission, and also to be able to feel exactly the extent of the investment that we are hoping to make. The visit was quite interesting, and that's why we felt that we should come and present to you as an investor. Migori is what we could say is Africa's last gold frontier. The opportunity has been there for a number of years. We are looking at maybe close to 100 years or so since gold was discovered in Migori. The gold belt extends all the way from Migori to Tanzania. There's an influx of activities in the area. Gold is found in one of the longest belts maybe across the East African countries. What is very interesting is there's a lot of activities, but only for small scale miners. Of course, there are the big players as well who has moved into the area, and I'm going to be speaking that later at the end of this the video. Julius, who was our host, has been doing mining since he was 12 years old. He has gold mine in his own land, and 400 meters down from where his land is, there is a 150-meter gold mine that is still operational. Was what we call a colonial mine, and it's an interesting what kind of gold that can be extracted out of Julius's land. We'll attach later in this video assay reports. For now, all I can tell you is this is a golden opportunity. The government had banned licensing in 2013. That has been lifted up, and I'm going to be speaking about the ban at the end of this video. But between now and then, we're just going to give you an overview through Julius's own mouth, so that he can speak to you and tell you a lot about Migori, because he is the person who owns the piece of land. He is our partner. Julius is also the founder of MICA, Migori Artisanal Miners Association. And MICA is Kenya's, it was the first association to be licensed in Kenya to explore and to mine and even deal in gold. And Julius has done a lot of work. He's endured a lot to get where he is today. The ban, of course, had an impact on him and the association, but it is still one of the best association to work with, because they have what we call a golden opportunity. So I'm going to leave in the hands of Julius for the next few sessions. Thank you very much.
How did you become a miner?
I became a miner at a very tender age. In fact, I started mining at age 12. You can just imagine. So where child labor in mining is being discussed, I shy away because I'm a victim. But I was driven into this by circumstances. I come from a polygamous family. My father was a police officer. He lost his job when I was barely 3 years. And with that kind of large family, means of survival became difficult. So in my uncle's land, there was an old colonial mine. So we used to sneak with my cousin to go and extract just to pay for a school fee. So that is essentially how I became a miner.
You come quite a way since then. You're the founder of the Migori County Artisanal Miners.
Yes.
2018, your organization became the first formalized small artisanal mining co-op in Kenya.
Yeah. It was not an easy step. It was not a walk in the park.
Right.
I think if it would have been easy, we would have by now having several organizations being licensed, being formalized in Kenya.
Are you still the only one?
No, we are two organizations now, one in the Gemstone and ours. First of all, I started engaging the government long time ago, because when I started mining, it was an illegal activity. Why it was being criminalized, I could not understand. So immediately I came from school with this kind of concern, because I benefited from the activity, although we were doing it illegally. So by 1995, I founded a community-based organization where I could now stand and drive the agenda. My concern was the right to access the local resources. So that is when I started now engaging the government. It took time. One, because of the vested interest of the powers that be. We are talking about resources and politicians. In 2016, May, the bill was passed, and there is now a full clause that touches on the SM sector. So it has been a long struggle, but finally the law now recognizes the sector.
And what are some of the benefits for you operating legally?
Legally, for example, we had our first production 2 weeks ago.
Congratulations.
Yeah, and we sold the product locally in Migori, and it was over 800 grams. That was over $30,000. And what I realized is that the financial sector regulation, right now you cannot transact anything from $10,000 without justifying the source. So when I went to bank the $30,000, I had to be referred to the manager, and I was asked the business, and I said, it is gold mining. Where is the proof? Because I had the papers.
Yeah.
Now I was allowed to bank the money. So that is a benefit. Two, we've had the opportunity to test the outside market.
Outside of Migori or outside of Kenya?
Outside of Kenya. Just because we are licensed, we can export gold anywhere in the world, which those who are still operating informally cannot do.
So, as I promised, I was going to be speaking about the other players. I mean, there's quite a number of companies that have moved in. The information is public knowledge, but we have BlackRock, we have Barrick Gold, who are, as I said, have sold out. But importantly, I want to speak about the gold in general in that part of Kenya. We have gold coming all the way into the where we call South Nyanza South, and also in Kakamega areas. So that is, if you see the map that is on your screen now, gold is found across all these areas. There's also a lot of gold in further up north of Kenya, which is the Turkana area, where we have a lot of oil as well. There's oil exploration, and there's also gold found in those areas. the gold opportunity in Kenya is massive, and is only as massive as we can make it. It does not rely on the government. Is how we can play this out, and a lot of focus has been on small scale and gold coming out of the neighboring countries, because it was easier to bring in gold, because Kenya, mechanizing Kenyan gold has not been something most people have been keen to do for one reason or the other. So if we are able to mechanize the extraction of gold from Kenya, we could possibly, within the next 5 years, be some of the biggest players in the sub-Saharan market, doing gold from this virgin market. And that's our focus. That's where we want to go. And of course, there's quite a lot of learning on the curve, work in progress. But that's why we are here. That's why we put in a very formidable team, people who have been in mining in Africa, people who understand strategy, people who understand government relationships. I work within government. I've worked within media. I understand what is called public affairs, dealing with government officials. Ben Olunya, who is also a prominent lawyer in Kenya, trained in the UK, practicing in Kenya, understands deal making, understands big negotiations, diplomacy, and Andrew, who I've known for quite a number of years, understand what investment looks like, the risk, how to mitigate risk, how to work on risk analysis. And we are all here to make this work. Amar is an amazing resource. He is run mines in Tanzania, Sierra Leone, Liberia, across West Africa, both diamond and gold. He understands the gold. He has a Brinks account. He understands shipping of gold to any jurisdiction, security, and all that entails to do with gold. We have a partner in Julius, Opiyo, who has what we call a spine of steel. He's weathered everything that has been thrown at him in the Kenyan gold mining sector. So the point I'm trying to make is we are ready for business to mine gold in Kenya.